to the Coliseum here at Murray High School for this edition of High School Rewind, available on highschoolrewind.com and the High School Rewind YouTube channel, as the Murray Spartans, 1-0 in Region Play, welcome in the Olympus Titans, also undefeated in Region 6. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart here to bring you tonight's contest. Excited for what we have coming up for you here tonight. Olympus, Murray. This is for the top spot in region here early on. Let's start first with the Olympus Titans. They come in 10-2 overall, and this is a squad that's coming off a real impressive win against a very good Kearns Cougars squad. It was Travis Wagstaff. He hit 6 threes in that ball game to finish with a game-high 19 points to lead the Olympus Titans in that victory. But it's not just Wagstaff from the outside you have to worry about. He and Miles Keller, those are the two real long-range guys for the Olympus Titans. We will call their names here a lot tonight. Neither of them, interestingly enough, lead this squad in scoring. That honor goes to Isaac Monson. This is a kid averaging 15 points per ball game and 8 assists per game. That trio has been really good for Coach Barnes here in the early part of the season. Switching now and talking a little bit about the Murray Spartans. This is a squad that many had in the top 5 in the preseason polls. They got off to a good start. They've hit a few road bumps along the way, and they sit 8-4 coming into tonight's game. And they also come off an impressive win over the Judge Memorial Bulldogs, a game that was a 20-point contest. But it was Peyton Chrisman who also caught fire from long range. He had 6 3-pointers in that game as well. In fact, Peyton Chrisman, one of the better 3-point shooters in all of 4A. He leads this team in scoring. Interestingly enough, when you look at that Judge game, he had 20 points. They had 10 other players score the rock. Murray did. None of them in double figures. So this is a team that can be quite balanced when they want to be. But that being said, they have 4 players averaging double-digit scoring. We already mentioned Chrisman. Other names include A.J. Hodges, Dickerson, as well as Wall Jasper, all of them averaging over 12 points per ball game, and all of them amongst the top leaders here in the 4A classification in various statistical categories. This is a Murray squad that has all the potential in the world if Coach Workman can find a little more consistency on the offensive end, especially from the outside. They're going to look for that here tonight against a very good Olympus team. As we mentioned, both teams 1-0 in region play, looking to remain undefeated and capture that early lead in Region 6. With that being said, let's send you down now to the court for tonight's opening tip. A lot of build-up for this game that we're about to tip off, and rightfully so. The Olympus Titans, the visitors, in their green and white road uniforms. The Murray Spartans in the home whites. And it will be Jones and Monson to tip here from Murray High School. And underway, the ball tipped by Jones to Olympus's Miles Keller. So first possession for the Titans, that's Wagstaff who just passed it off. Inside they go, good kick out. Keller's on the drive, now Fox. Keller again, going lefty, too strong. Rebounded by Matt Lindsay, and that ball deflected out, knocked out by the Spartans. Stolen by Hodges. So the first possession for Olympus leads to a turnover. Hodges now just beyond the elbow. Boy, Jones came off that screen. Hodges with the jumper. Shot no good, and the rebound by Nate Fox, and back the other way now for Olympus. Monson working around the perimeter. Lindsay looking inside. Can't get it to him. There's a kick by Chrisman. It will stay here with Olympus. Lindsay hands off to Fox. Again, Lindsay trying to work the post. Monson being defended by Jones. And a double dribble that time by Wagstaff. He turned it over. Now we see a little pressure put on by the Titans, specifically Nate Fox, as he backs off. Will allow James Walljasper to bring it up, and Walljasper, boy, just a really good point guard for these Murray Spartans. Heady player, never gets too high, too low. Good all-around basketball player for Coach Workman as he's looking to drive there. Walljasper, tough shot. And the first points of the evening go to James Walljasper. Now we see Murray extending pressure. Fox in some trouble in a double team, and that's 5. No, they call it jump ball, excuse me. Possession will go to Murray. Love the defensive aggressiveness by Coach Workman's squad here early on. That trap doing good things. Chrisman with it here, looking to drive on Wagstaff. What a great move. Kick out three-pointer for Wall Jasper. Front of the rim, comes off. Hodges in there with Monson, and we're going to get another dual possession, and that's a win right there for Murray. It will be Olympus ball out. Gotta love the hustle there. A guy like Hodges, only listed at 6'1", and going up strong against a very tall Isaac Monson as that ball nearly knocked away. Fox able to regain it. Monson from straight away, little pump fake. Then passed off to Keller. Boy, good cut without the ball by Fox, but he couldn't handle the pass, and another Olympus turnover. Boy, 2 early turnovers here by Coach Barnes' Titans. Can't have him happy here, just 2 minutes into the contest. Just 2-0. Murray out in front here early. Wall Jasper with it. Hodges came around. He has it now. Screen by Jones. Now Chrisman, he's got an open look. And just off the mark that time, the rebound to Monson and down the other way with Olympus. Still looking for their first points of the night. Around the perimeter to Fox. Chrisman comes out to defend him. Lindsay. Ball knocked away, recovered by Lindsay, and Wagstaff there in the corner, though couldn't shoot it, as Wall Jasper able to recover defensively. Three-pointer from Lindsay. Count it good! Matt Lindsay with the first field goal for the Olympus Titans. And it's a 3-2 Titan lead here on the road. Wall Jasper with a drive. Hodges thought about the three. Step in. Smooth A.J. Hodges with the 17-footer that time. The lead back to Murray here. Lindsay again working the post. And Lindsay again with success. Hit the three the last possession. That time, a little inside work for Matt Lindsay. And it's 5-4. Drive by Chrisman. Going lefty. We talked about the balance that Murray showed in that game against Judge. 6 points scored by 3 different players. It's early on, but a good sign for Coach Workman here. Fox. Keller. Now Monson trying to work the post, and that ball, another turnover as Lindsay dribbled it off his leg. Oscar Hogan checks in, an unofficial count here, but I think that's 4 turnovers by the Titans in the first 4 minutes of the contest. It's a trend that Coach Barnes' squad is going to have to break if they want to get a win here tonight. Wall Jasper with the pull-up, difficult shot. Jones with the offensive board, and he will kick it back out. Hodges now going to drive and kick. Dickerson from 12. Jones fighting for the board, but it's Monson that comes away with it. Back the other way, Wagstaff for 3. Shot no good. And it's Monson who comes up with it, and it rims out on him. And then a putback. And Isaac Monson, nice job that time sticking with it, not giving up. May have taken 3 chances. But in the end, he gets 2 points, and that's good for Olympus. Dickerson looking to drive, cut off by Monson. Now he's in trouble, gives it over to Jones, who's going to attack. Braxton Jones, too strong, rebounded by Monson. And now Olympus looking to push things the other way with Hogan. Three-pointer, and he banked it in. Oscar Hogan. That shot didn't look good coming off. It hit the glass and went in. 10-6, the Titan lead. 2 made threes already, and talked about the three-point shooting of Murray. It's deadly. Olympus and Coach Barnes' squad, they've never been afraid of a triple. Ball worked around the perimeter. Hodges, he's going to take a 3. That one's good. What a shot from A.J. Hodges. Keller was right in his grill. A.J. don't care. Now playing D on the other end. Lindsay trying to answer. No good. Ball batted around, and it's Wall Jasper pushing it. Running with the Spartans, goes up, and that ball may have been blocked by Monson. If it wasn't blocked, he certainly contended it, but I think he got a piece of that one easily. Monson working the post, going against Jones. Tough shot, and Jones is going to pick up his first here as he pleads his case. First free throw from Monson was good. Second one rims out on him, and the rebound hauled in by Tino Jurisic, who just checked in. Also, Ryan Bell and Jeremy Dowdle both check in for Olympus. It's 11-9, and want to give some credit here early on to our officials. Only one foul called in this first quarter. It's been up and down, quick pace, and so quick to jump on officials' backs for overmanaging a game. They've done a nice job here early on. Only 7 minutes played. Let's hope it stays that way. Jasper Monson was daring him to take it. Wisely did not. Hodges now looking to drive. And boy, he lost his footing. Didn't want to go up with it. Tried to pass it to Jurisic and was off the mark. 2-point Titan lead as we are inside of 1 minute left here in our opening quarter. Other substitutions as Lawrence just checked in for Murray. He is defending the ball now, held by Hogan. Coming around. There's Dowdle, had it knocked away. It stays here. Coming around the screen. Keller for three, no good. That one was close. 35 seconds left. Dickerson for the lead, no good. Boy, he thought it was good. So did the students. They were hoping for it as the ball rebounded by Olympus. Down the other way, got to stop the ball. They don't. Shot missed by Hogan as Hodges now will slow things up. 15 seconds left, opening quarter, 11-9, Titans out in front. Jasper content to hold inside of 10 seconds now. The Spartans looking for the last shot here. Jasper from 15. Back of the iron, rebounded by Monson. Gives it over, and a three-quarter court shot that's off the mark. First quarter in the books, 11-9. The Titans have the lead on the road. Second quarter underway. Spartans with the possession here to start things off. Hodges, good switch that time by the Titans. As Monson came over to pick him up. Lawrence thought about the three, now driving baseline. Kick out. Hodges going to take the trio. No good. Trio, take the triple. You know what I meant. Back the other way, and ball knocked away. Good hustle back by Jurisic as it stays here with Olympus. Keller inbounds to Dowdle. Little pump fake, now back to Keller. Dowdle, hey, he's got the ability to hit that, the freshman. Hit the back of the iron, rebounded by Olympus. This is Ryan Bell with it. We'll give it off to Keller. Monson comes up to set the screen. Good D by Lawrence there. Staying right with him, not giving much of a driving lane at all. Good D by the senior guard, Josh Lawrence. Lob inside, too tall, and another Olympus turnover. Mentioned the Titans had those four in the first 4 minutes. Again, no statistical pro here, but I don't think they had another one the rest of the first quarter. And just 1 minute in, they pick up their fifth of the ball game. Jasper looking to drive, ball knocked away. And coming up with it is Hogan. He's done a great job coming in off the bench as Monson for three. Back of the iron. We've seen that a lot tonight. What a nice job by Dowdle to tip it to Monson and keep possession. Keller trying to make him pay. He does. First points of the night for Miles Keller, a big triple off of a great play by Jeremy Dowdle to keep the possession, and it's 14-9, a timeout taken by Murray. Lawrence run to the point for the Spartans. Hodges, boy, fancy ball work. Pull up. A.J. Hodges. Right now, he is really propelling the Murray Spartans. He's got 7 points here early on. Leads all scorers in the contest. And again, we see Olympus, boy, struggling to keep possession as the ball was knocked away. Lawrence almost able to get the turnover. Dowdle was calling for it. Hogan elected to give it to Keller instead. Hodges working on him. Now skip pass. Dowdle, nice pump fake, step in. Shot no good, and the rebound easy by Jurisic. Lawrence hands off to Jurisic. Now Chrisman from deep. Oh, just rimmed out on him. Chrisman, that one was halfway down, and a kid that shoots 41% from beyond the arc. That's one he normally makes. Great move by Bell. Great fake inside by Ryan Bell, able to squeeze through the Murray defenders. The lead back to 5 here for Olympus as we approach the 5-minute mark. Chrisman, quick shot, no good, and the ball going to be controlled by Olympus. Monson, Jurisic with a hand in his face. Passes off, Keller. Hodges, nice recovery that time. And again, they're going to go with Bell, kick out. Good ball movement here by the Olympus Titans. Dowdle, again the pump fake. It's been a deadly weapon for him early. He just hasn't been able to make the shot afterwards. So had some good looks, including that one right there. His substitutions coming back for Olympus. Hodges trying to use his quickness. That shot too strong. How about this three-pointer? Oh, goodness. Ryan Bell, only his 7th made 3 on the season. How about Bell, the 6'7" senior off the bench with 5 points for the Olympus Titans. Jones now going to try to work the post, going against Monson, going glass, and that ball just wouldn't fall. Monson with the board. Keller, far side, now Dowdle. Keller trying to catch Murray napping. And again, another shot for Miles Keller that's oh so close. Lawrence up top. We're going to drive. And no foul call. Officials say all ball. Thought there may have been one in there a little early. Pull-up jumper from 16, no good. It's Monson with the board. Right now, the Murray Spartans getting eaten up on the glass on both ends of the floor. It's a 21-11 lead for the Titans. 2:45 left here in the first half. And that ball's stolen by Keller. He's got numbers. If he's patient, he is. Dowdle, and blocked by Chrisman, able to get back. And now Hodges the other way. What a tough shot, no good. The tip in by Chrisman also short. Inside, good move by Jurisic. Coming around Bell to bat that one away. Again, Hodges through traffic. Turn around, left it short. The Murray Spartans right now are colder than a January in Salt Lake. Only 2 points scored in the second quarter. And another turnover as Dowdle was given a little shimmy and shake. Lots of substitutions, including Wagstaff and Fox. Lindsay also back on the floor. Waljasper checked in for Murray. Here's Hodges. He's trying to take this game over right now. There's a shot. Hodges with 9, and all 4 Spartan points here in the second quarter. Lindsay looking to drive. What a great first step by Matt Lindsay. He now has 7, and that's all quickness from the 6'4" junior. Of course, his brother, a stud last year for Olympus. Hodges, that 3 no good, and an easy rebound by Lindsay. Again, Lindsay driving and a foul. Matt Lindsay will head to the line to shoot a pair. Lindsay missed his first free throw. Second one, pure. 24-13 as Dickerson is checked back in for Murray. Hodges with it. Skip pass over to Chrisman, thought about it. Having to deal with Travis Wagstaff guarding him, and a big size differential in favor of Wagstaff as Dickerson sizes up a three, no good. Jones tips it, does so to Waljasper. Now Waljasper going up. Nice play that time by Jones and Waljasper to get points as Lindsay coming around. And a foul here on the floor. Going to be called on Zach Dickerson, his first. Lindsay to inbound, does so up top. 25 seconds left as Fox and Olympus look like they want the last shot here. Lindsay, nice job able to bring that one in as the pass was a little low. Clock now at 10 seconds. Wagstaff, Hodges able to knock it away. A.J. Hodges going up and left it short. Just finished the play, he doesn't. And a big missed opportunity as the horn sounds. It's halftime here from the Coliseum. 24-15, the Titans out in front. The Titans start the second half with the ball and a 9-point lead. That man's been good, so's that man. Hodges with the steal. Waljasper. Screen coming from Dickerson. Nice switch there by Keller, stepping out on it. Dickerson driving. First points of the ball game for Zach Dickerson. Averages over 12.5 per game as again we see Murray extending that pressure. That ball just over the outstretched hand of Jones. Extra pass for a corner three. Count it good. Nate Fox with his first field goal tonight. A big three. He shoots 38% from out there and 100% on the night is Dickerson. How about that little ball fake? Shot it hard, strong. Fox the other way. Monson on the drive. Fox from the other side. To borrow a phrase, Fox three. He's got back-to-back and he wears number 3. And Nate Fox right now, boy, 6 quick points here in the third quarter. It's 30-17, the Titan lead. Waljasper thought about it. Has the ability to hit it, but doesn't take a lot of them. Hodges, strong again. Back the other way. Wagstaff. Up top with Keller. Extra pass to Lindsay. Hit the front of the iron. Monson able to tap it to himself. Now he's going to square up for a triple. No good. And it's Hodges who comes down with it for Murray. Keller rushing back. Hodges going to the hoop. No good. Was looking for help from the officials, and by this point you have to know probably not going to get a lot of calls. Only 3 fouls called up to this point, all of them against Murray. Not to suggest that the officials are playing favorites. Just have not heard a lot of whistles as Lindsay squares up. And Matt Lindsay wins the award. He's the first one to double digits tonight. He has 10 points. And it's an 8-2 run out of the gate for Olympus here in the third quarter. The lead is 15. Baseline jumper from Chrisman, no good. And Peyton Chrisman with only 2 points. He averages 3.7 threes per game. He has yet to hit one tonight. Coming around was Dickerson on the help D. Monson able to save it. Now Lindsay from the elbow. Going to kick over to Keller. Nice job by Jones that time, able to front Monson. It's where Keller wanted to go with the pass. Lindsay, noticed no one was around, tried to shoot it, and that ball out off of Olympus. Fans would have loved a foul call. As we said, officials have not been quick to blow the whistle tonight. It's led for an entertaining game, but players looking for help need to look elsewhere. 32-17, Dickerson. Defended by Lindsay, now near side with Chrisman. Hodges coming in. And that shot was blocked by Fox. What a great strip by Fox. Coach Workman wanted a foul as Hodges now with the steal. Has numbers. Hodges going glass. And the first foul of the ball game going to come against Olympus. comes here almost midway through the third. It will be called on Isaac Monson. Hodges missed his first free throw. Second one good. And Hodges now with 10 points. 10 of the 18 for Murray from A.J. Hodges. Fox able to get it across the timeline. Now over to Monson. Lindsay in the corner. Hodges picks him up. Lindsay looking to drive baseline. Not easy to do against A.J. Hodges, and he just made it look simple. Matt Lindsay really coming alive here tonight. Didn't talk about him in our open. Fourth on the team in scoring. Just about 9 points per ball game. But he has done really well tonight as he's got 12. Hodges again, and again he misses. Up quickly. And Hodges with the steal. 1 on 3 here. Hodges able to make it work. And a quick timeout taken by Coach Workman. Hodges will take a seat as Lawrence checks in for him. Hodges has been aggressive. Jones almost able to get the steal there. Instead it's Keller. Easy lay-in. Keller now with 5. It's 36-20, and great job moving away from the ball. That's been a takeaway tonight for the Olympus Titans. Someone has the ball. There's always someone moving, looking to get open, and this squad intelligent enough to find them and get good looks. Wall Jasper pull up from 17. Good. That's what Murray needs. We talked about the ability to have a lot of kids score. They had 11 score against Judge. Only 4 have notched a point today. We're almost through the third quarter. 36-22, Olympus out in front. Monson working the post on Jones. Pass to the weak side. It's Wagstaff. First bucket tonight by Travis Wagstaff. Mentioned had the 19 against Kearns. He's got 2 tonight. Dickerson back to Jones. He's going to work against Monson. Monson trying to buy a foul. Contact there. No whistle either way. Jones attacks, and he will be rewarded as he will head to the free throw line. Missed free throws tonight. Jones missed his first. Second try was too strong. Monson will gather the rebound for Olympus. 38-22. It's been a 14-7 scoring advantage for the Titans here in the third quarter as we have 2 minutes left to play. Wagstaff up top. Jones comes out to guard him. Crossover. Instead, Lindsay walked with it. Coach Workman now going with a smaller lineup as Tino Jurisic checks in for Jones. And right now, a bunch of shooters all over the floor for the Murray Spartans. It's what they need as they trail here by 16. Jurisic will come to pick up the ball. Wall Jasper now. Dickerson looking to drive. Floats it open over the front of the rim. Dickerson with 4. This is now where Murray really needs to come to play, the defensive end. They've had a tough time getting stops when they've needed them. Keller. Second made three-pointer of the night for Miles Keller. He shoots them 39%. He's had a couple just missed tonight. He's made a pair. Jurisic going to try to answer it for Murray. Back of the iron. And the rebound is gathered in by Hogan. Entry pass that Chrisman able to collect. Now he's going to push it. That's the guy they need to get going. Dickerson could also. And he traveled with it. Hodges checks in for Murray. Looked like some of them wanted to extend some pressure, but that message not with the team as Olympus able to dribble it up. 40 seconds left now, 41-24. Keller thought about it, instead gave to Wagstaff. Now Monson inside. It's been a good area for Olympus. And Ryan Bell. First points of the second half for Bell. He's got 7. Of course, made a big 3 in that second quarter. Took me by surprise, though. He has hit them before. Chrisman in the corner. Dickerson for 3. Rimmed out on him. Skipped across and then nearly turned over. What a play by Hogan to tap it up to Monson. Keller and he was fouled. Nate Fox is checked in for Wagstaff with 9 seconds left here in the third. Free throw's good for Keller. 45-24. Wall Jasper trying to get points here to end out the half. And we've got a foul on the floor. I think this will go against Hogan. 2.5 left. Dickerson got to get it up. Just does, and counted good. Nice job by Dickerson. Thought he was going to run out of time. He didn't. Late points, but they're late. It's 45-26. We head to the fourth. Olympus out in front. It's a 19-point lead for the Olympus Titans. They have outscored Murray in every quarter, including 21-11 in the third. Dickerson from long range missed it, got his own board as he drives, kicks out. Thought he was going to try from the other side. Instead, he drives. Dickerson drawing the contact. Dickerson at the line. Goes 1 of 2. 7 points for Zach Dickerson, all of them coming here in the second half. As Murray extending that pressure a little bit. Fox able to get it across on the pass. Up to Hogan. Keller. Really impressed with Miles Keller. That kid just doesn't stop running. He now up to 12 points. Tied with Lindsay for the lead for Olympus. Is that shot by Wall Jasper? No good. Monson with the easy board. Bell had some space down low. Instead, Olympus stays along the perimeter. Hogan. He'll dribble it out. Now Keller. Dickerson went for the steal. Keller driving, couldn't finish. And Wall Jasper comes up with the board. Dickerson looking to drive again. Floated up and good. Seen Dickerson come alive here in the second half. Hodges goes for the steal and gets called for the foul. Lawrence checks in for Jurisic for the Spartans. 47-29. Keller in the corner. Lawrence defending him as he dribbled out. Back to him as Lawrence had lost his footing. Another three-point attempt from Bell. Good again. Ryan Bell was 6 of 9 coming into tonight. He's now 8 of 11 on the season as Dickerson again attacks glass and again goes to the free throw line. First free throw from Dickerson, good. Second one as well. Bell now driving baseline, floated up. Couldn't get it over the front of the rim as it skipped across, able to collect it. And now it's Monson and an offensive foul called there on Isaac Monson. Dickerson now going to try the three. Short. Bell with the board. Bell had that skip through his hands, able to collect it. It's Fox with it now. Hit those back-to-back threes in the third. It's been his contribution. It was a big one at the time. Screen from Monson. Fox still with it, able to get it to Keller in the corner. Now Keller sees the C open up, over to Bell. Again, the ball movement, fantastic. As Keller working it around, finds its way to Bell for the two. And Ryan Bell right now with 12 points tonight. Dickerson driving again. Couldn't finish. Hodges goes up. No good. And we're going to get a foul here on A.J. Hodges. It'll be the second on the senior. Four and a half left here. Olympus, a comfortable lead on the road. That pass from Monson well off the mark. Up to Hodges, who will finish. Again, we see Murray extend the pressure. Hogan able to get it across the timeline. A timeout from Coach Barnes. Approaching 4 minutes remaining. Here from the Coliseum, it's been all Olympus. Fox. Monson now from straight away. Hogan. Double team came over, able to pass out of it up to Keller. Extra pass. Hogan gonna try the three. No good, and guess who? Bell. Back to the line he goes. One of two, normally an 87% free throw shooter. So the Murray Spartans come up the floor. They've only hit one three-pointer tonight. It's been indicative of their shooting overall. It's been a tough night from the floor for the Spartans. This ball out off of Murray. There's a point earlier this season where Murray had to hit 10 threes to gather a win. That's what the stats said. One tonight's not going to help. It's one of the reasons they trail by 20. Keller able to dribble past the pressure as we approach 3 minutes left here. Good pass by Keller out to Hogan. Olympus, no need to shoot it. Keller now looking to drive, and that ball batted away. Now Hodges going to push it up the floor for Murray, trying to attack. Left-handed he goes, and a foul going to be called on Nate Fox. First free throw from Hodges was no good. Second one is. 15 for A.J. Hodges, right at his average. Fox over to Hogan, and again, Olympus content to take some time off the clock. No need to shoot unless you've got an open lay-in. And another turnover. Lindsey checks in for Keller, who exits with 12 points. We'll see if he comes back in with 2.5 left. I wouldn't be surprised if he's done. A long three finally goes down for Dickerson. And the look on his face says it all. Finally, one falls. It's the first three-pointer made since A.J. Hodges hit one early on in the first quarter. Dickerson able to get a paw on it, but it rolled right to Hogan. Been that kind of night for the Murray Spartans. Knocked one away from behind, though he'll get called for the foul. Alec Vaughn checks in for Hodges. Near side with Lindsey, back up top to Hogan. We're going to see Coach Workman get some experience here for some of his younger troops. Inside, Bell again. 8 points in the quarter for Ryan Bell. 15 in the ball game as a timeout taken by Workman for substitutions. Mentioned the mass substitutions for Murray. Tyler Peppinger on the floor. Josh Lawrence, he's got it now. Tino Jurisic has it now. Alec Vaughn also there, as well as Hardman, as that shot missed and rebounded by Monson for Olympus. Approaching 1 minute left. And that guy right there, Ryan Bell, strong candidacy for our player of the game. He's had a great night as Lindsey drive cut off by Lawrence. Back over to Fox. Talking about Bell, was not on the radar coming in, the 6'7" senior center. It's 15 points as we've got a foul here. Going to be called on Peppinger. And now Coach Barnes has emptied his bench. As Benny has come in, he inbounded it. Now with it, Dowdle, Jacob Dowdle, of course, His brother Jeremy has seen time on the floor and is in right now. Alex Cutler also in. He's working the post. Kicks out. Three-point attempt on the way from Miles Montanen. No good. Rebounded by Murray with 22 seconds left. Nearly stolen. And a foul called here on Jacob Dowdle. Vaughn at the line. Made the first, missed his second. Clock at 15 is trap coming. Just got to get it across the timeline. Oh, that was a double dribble. No call from the officials. And getting the score is Jacob Dowdle. And with that, the horn will sound. It was a good night for the Titans. 57-38 victors over the Murray Spartans. A Region 6 showdown tonight here from the Coliseum at Murray High School, and it would feature two of the best teams in Region 6, the Olympus Titans and the Murray Spartans. Both these teams 1-0 coming into tonight's ballgame, and we expected a doozy here tonight between two teams that can really shoot the rock. First quarter, and it was the Olympus Titans showing their outside presence. Early on, a nice three ball made by Matt Lindsay. This was a kid that came to play tonight. He had 6 points in the first quarter. Another first quarter three made by Oscar Hogan off the bench, and it was good shooting for Olympus here early on. For Murray, A.J. Hodges, this kid came to play as well. He had 5 first quarter points, a big made three. It was 11-9 after one, and then came the second quarter, and the Olympus Titans, they made quick work of this one. Second quarter, and it was Ryan Bell off the bench, the big 6'7" senior, providing a big spark for the Olympus Titans. Nice job inside. And then how about the senior stepping out and making a big three-pointer for Olympus here. It was a quarter in which Murray would only score 6 points, 4 of them from A.J. Hodges. And at the half, it was 24-15 advantage to the visitors. Third quarter we go, and it was more Olympus. Miles Keller with the drive. And then later on, hitting the big three-pointer by Keller. He came alive in that third quarter, scoring 7 points. Nate Fox, another reserve for Coach Barnes. Back-to-back three-pointers for Olympus. And what would help to be a 21-11 scoring advantage in the third for Olympus. This game had ballooned to 45-26 after three. For the Murray Spartans, hey, they tried to shoot the three ball. Chrisman had a couple. Dickerson tried. The shots were not falling tonight. It was a tough night for the Murray Spartans. Speaking of Dickerson, he came alive in the second half. He had some nice drives to the hoop in that third quarter. Finally got on the board after a scoreless first half. He would have a nice fourth quarter as well. A couple trips to the free throw line. Finally gets a three to fall late in this ball game, but by then it was just too little, too late. Another three-pointer from Ryan Bell. He had a couple nice looks inside. Bell had 8 points in the fourth quarter, finished with 15 points tonight. One other name we should mention, didn't see a lot of him in the highlight tonight, Isaac Monson. He finished with 21 rebounds. That's no lie. 21 on the glass for Isaac Monson. A dominative night tonight down low for the Olympus Titans. Is, hey, they made this very clear. These were two teams, region favorites here in Region 6, and the Olympus Titans go on the road and let everyone know this is our region. A titanic victory tonight for Olympus, 57-38 the final here from Murray. Coach Barnes talked about the defense tonight against these great Murray shooters.
It all started in the defensive end. I mean, the defensive end was the big key, is making them, take long contested threes and then rebounding and then punish them on the other end. I thought we did a great job of executing it, kicking it out, making timely shots. And like I said, the second quarter we pushed it to 18 or 19 at the half, but for us it all starts on the D side. I mean, and they're a great team and a great shooting team, and I thought we made it tough on them. They missed a few early, and I think it got their confidence down, and we just kind of rode it from there. It wasn't a very exciting fourth quarter, but the only way they get back in the game is if we started shooting crazy shots and let them get back, so we had to make them chase a little bit. But that's a great win for us. Anytime you come over here and win, it's a great win.
We mentioned Ryan Bell coming in off the bench. I asked Coach Barnes about that as well, the lift it provided for his Titan squad.
Great call. Ryan was terrific. I mean, Ryan, we knew we had a size advantage, and he's been great all year. And the unfortunate thing for him is he plays behind Isaac, and Isaac's had such a great year, but he comes in and gives us a little bit of a spark, and he's so good around the basket that he can shoot the three as well. You saw him step out there and hit a big three, but that just gives us so much more size when he's in, and he's been awesome. The game against Currency our night, he didn't play the second half. So the way things were going, we went with what we had. But he was a tremendous lift for us, like you said, and played a lot of minutes for us.
We mentioned the tough shooting night tonight for Murray. A.J. Hodges finished with 15 points, Dickerson with 14. All of Dickerson's came in the second half. By then it was already a double-digit lead. The job on Peyton Chrisman, one of the best three-point shooters in the state, averaged more than 3.5, almost 4 triples per game, finished with 2 points. Tough shooting night tonight for Murray here at home as they drop this one to the Olympus Titans. And now it's come time for us to award our player of the game. We already teased it. As great as 21 rebounds is for Isaac Monson, we got to go with Ryan Bell. Coming in off the bench, 15 points, a couple of big three-pointers made for the senior center. And this is a kid who doesn't get to see a lot of playing time because he plays behind Monson, but he took every advantage of it here tonight. A fantastic night for Ryan Bell, helping carry the load. This whole Titan squad very balanced tonight in the big victory over the Murray Spartans. We want to thank you for joining us on this edition of High School Rewind. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. It's been our privilege to bring it to you. We look forward to seeing you next time here on High School Rewind.